So here we go. The story begins in Hawkins, 1983, where we discover a secret government lab run by Dr. Brenner. He experiments on a girl named Jane, better known as Eleven, who was taken from her mother at birth. Eleven opens a portal to another dimension and escapes the facility, accidentally letting a creature called the Demogorgon slip into Hawkins and abduct a kid named Will. Will's friends meet Eleven, and together with Joyce, his mom, and the sheriff, Hopper, start searching for him. They learn about the dimension where Will's at and call it the Upside Down. Joyce and Hopper cross into it and find Will attached to a vine hooked into his mouth. Eleven faces the Demogorgon in a final showdown, disintegrates it, and disappears in the process. Season 2. The events of this season take place in October 1984. Eleven returns to Hawkins through a portal and is found by Hopper, who insists she stays hidden. But the confinement wears on her, and she steps back out into the world. We meet the new kids on the block, Max and her brother Billy. Max joins the group, and Nancy and Jonathan investigate the Upside Down, discovering there's an open gate to the mirror dimension, and a new monster, the Mind Flayer, possesses Will and uses him to spy on the town. The group eventually frees Will from the monster, and Eleven closes the gate to the Upside Down. But though we think the Mind Flayer is done for, he's still out there. Season 3. The Russians open a mall as a cover for a secret underground lab, where they try to open a new portal to the Upside Down. The Mind Flayer returns, this time possessing Billy. Joyce and Hopper go after the Russians, but Hopper presumably dies. He's actually still alive. Eleven saves the day once again, freeing Billy from the Mind Flayer's control, losing her powers in the process, but regaining them later in Season 4. Billy sacrifices himself and dies to save Eleven and the rest. Season 4. This is where things get really interesting. We meet the real villain behind it all, Vecna, originally Henry Creel. Henry was a kid with psychic powers who killed his own family and fell into a coma. Dr. Brenner takes him in, suppresses his powers, and tries to replicate them by experimenting on other children. Henry grows up to become a nurse in the lab and tricks Eleven into removing the chip that keeps his powers in check. He kills everyone there and tries to do the same to Eleven, but is ultimately sent to another dimension, where he fully becomes Vecna. And that ties the story together. Vecna spends 4 years in the Upside Down before the events of Season 1 take place. Now that you're caught up, go check out my channel for the Season 5 recap.